What is up guys, Andy Forrest Team Runner here and welcome back to the Summer 10k training series, week number 6. A slightly different setting for you this week, I'll explain all shortly. However, we've got a lot to talk about today and of course, as always, we're going to start off by talking about the training that has happened this week. It's been a bit of a low-key week for a couple of reasons I will explain very shortly. So without further ado, let's dive in and talk about what has been happening. Okay guys, so let's dive into this week. This week has pretty much consisted of way too much work and not enough running and family time. So I am super glad the weekend is just around the corner. This week we've had lots of working late nights and early mornings, really early starts, which has really messed up any sort of routine I had. So let me talk about what I've managed to squeeze in this week and then we'll talk a little bit about Gloucester 10k coming up this weekend. So it all started off with Monday being our early morning easy run. Monday morning runs are pretty much the only run that is a constant in the week because I can get up 9 times out of 10, and I'm touching wood, 9 times out of 10, nothing's going on first thing on a Monday morning. So I can get that done. That was awesome. Felt great on Monday. Felt really, really good. Just clicked into gear and enjoyed the trail. Soaked it all in and got myself prepared for the busy week. Hit the gym straight after that. Unfortunately, once I did hit the gym, shortly after that, I had one almighty back spasm. I know exactly what happened. Unfortunately, I was doing a lot of core work and my spine, for some of you guys that know and some of you that don't know, one of the key rules with core work, especially if you're lying on your back, is to keep your lower back pressed into the ground and suck your belly button in to really engage your core. The second your spine flexes and you can get your hand underneath someone's spine, you're going into what I believe is called spinal flexion. I might be wrong, it's a terminology similar to that. And you're then putting unnecessary load on the lower back and creating a heck of a lot more pressure down there, using muscles you shouldn't be using to compensate for the fact that your lower back isn't engaged properly. That's exactly what happened to me. I hadn't done a bit of core work in maybe a month or so. I've obviously been going to the gym, but I just completely neglected core. Went back to the same level weights that I had been doing, kettlebells, all that stuff. And I think it was just too much for my back. I simply got back to the office, bent down to pick up a box, and I dropped to my knees in agony. And I'm not joking, it was excruciating. So that meant I took Tuesday off running, and that was kind of fair enough anyway, because I started super early, finished at 4 o'clock, got home, had a bit of tea, straight back out the door at 5:30 for a networking event that night. I didn't then get back until 9 p.m. Long day. The next day, Wednesday, got up super early, 5:30 for a networking event at 6:30. So I could not get an early morning run done. Therefore, I moved my workout to the afternoon. I knew that Wednesday was going to be the only day in the week that I'd be able to squeeze a workout in. So we made it count. If you missed that video, make sure you check out the link. I always forget what side it is. I'll do both fingers. The link above. And that was fantastic. I felt really good. I was hitting quicker paces in those 2-minute repetitions than I have been doing, bar the one that I did at the track, because that was flat and not grade adjusted. But the ones I've been doing earlier in the plan, I hit quicker paces and I obviously strung it out for a longer number of reps. So I'm starting to really, really feel fit. That was great. And I'm also really feeling the benefit of only doing 1 or 2 sessions a week at the moment. I would by choice be doing 2 sessions a week permanently, or maybe 3 depending on the week I feel. But to be perfectly honest with you, I just can't do it. As I explained in a video a few weeks back, work has just got to take over at the moment, and that's the way it is. So got that session done, felt great. Thursday, rolled on to Thursday, got out and did a nice chilled hour, 7 and a bit miles. Again, nice and easy pace. And today is Friday. You won't be seeing this Friday, you'll be seeing this on Saturday, but today is Friday, and unfortunately I have run out of time again because I am getting home and then my wife is going out for the evening, so I'm not going to have a chance. And I was also in work early. I tell you what guys, sometimes work is a pain in the backside, but we're not going to be able to get out today, which means I don't want to go out for a long-ish run tomorrow because we have, of course, the Gloucester 10k run on Sunday. So that, guys, is the week so far. So in terms of the thoughts on my week and how I felt it's gone overall, regardless of the fact that I've missed a run this week and not been able to get out quite as much as I'd like to, the week has gone really, really well. Training, in fact, over the last 2 or 3 weeks has been really good. And the simple reason is I'm feeling a lot more grounded and I'm feeling a lot more relaxed, despite the fact that work is pulling me from pillar to post. I'm able to get out in that forest. I'm pointing that way because the forest is out there. I'm able to get out in the forest and I'm able to just chill out, and a lot of my runs are easy runs, so I'm not getting home stressing out about the fact that I've got a session tonight. And this is one of the main reasons why I've had to take a bit of a step back, because things are so busy, and I've just been able to go out there, plod along and enjoy it and appreciate where I am, appreciate the weather, appreciate the forest, and appreciate the fact that I have the ability to run, which means every time I seem to hit a session, I seem to be nailing it on the head. Now, yes, I really do want to make sure that I'm trying to hit 2 sessions a week. Thankfully, Sunday is going to be my second session of the week, and that's going to be a hard effort over a 10k course, which is great. But next week, I really need to try and get back to some normality and make sure that I can get a couple of decent sessions in. But in terms of how I felt this week, I felt great. The back spasm took me off Tuesday. Wednesday, it was still sore, but I was able to run. Thursday, it was very minorly sore. And again, I ran today, Friday, absolutely nothing at all, which is great. So although it knocked me for 6 on Monday, I feel a heck of a lot better now, thankfully, again, touching wood. So that leads me into this Sunday, Gloucester 10k. What am I expecting? What are my expectations? I just want to race, and I just want to race well. This race every single year knocks me for 6. I feel like absolute rubbish every time I run it because it's always so hot, and this weekend is scheduled, forecast to be absolutely no different. It's going to be 21, 22 or 23 degrees on Sunday. It just depends on how quick things heat up. This is a great course. It's very twisty turny. It's never, for me personally, lent itself to a PB. I've always run quite a bit slower on this course just because in the first couple of miles in particular, the whole idea is that it takes you on quite a scenic route through Gloucester, around the cathedral and all of that. And of course you're twisting down some back alleys, running on cobbled streets, and it's just not particularly a fast start. You can then work yourself into it, but to be honest with you, I've never been able to work myself into it because by the time I tend to hit 3 or 4 miles, I'm absolutely cooked. You come back along a canal path with the blazing sun normally by that time, way too hot, and I frazzle and burn out. This weekend, I do not want to shoot for a time. I want to shoot for a solid performance. This year has brought out some solid performances in my races, and I want this to continue. Last year, my races were very flaky. I had some great races. I had some terrible races, and this year has been the most consistent, bar the Newport Marathon, has been the most consistent racing I have ever done. And I just need to keep that simple mindset of going in there, not with a time expectation, and to run strong. That is my motto every single race I get to. Run strong, forget pace, check yourself how I'm feeling and make sure I'm feeling strong. So the goal is simply not to frazzle like I did last year. So that, guys, is a wrap on week number 6. I'm excited. I can't wait to bring you the video for Gloucester 10k, and fingers crossed it goes well. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. And yeah, I will see you on Sunday for the Gloucester 10 video, if not Monday. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please do give it a like, share it with your friends, and of course do consider subscribing to the channel for weekly running content, and I will see you next time. Until then.